This is example 2 for lesson 1-6. I mentioned today in class that I wanted you to read through that example on page 48. I'm going to go ahead and make a video that goes with that example just to try to further explain a few things. After you're done with this video, you can go ahead and try it on page 22 for example 2. Okay, you will need your graphing calculator for this, so go ahead and find that now. And here is the example. We see that this kid is earning $20 an hour mowing lawns and $10 an hour walking dogs in the neighborhood. His goal is to earn at least $200 per week. So we're going to try to combine the money he makes mowing lawns and the money he makes walking dogs to get at least $200 per week. So if we let X be the hours that he spends mowing and Y to be the hours that he spends walking the dogs, then the 20 that he gets per hour of mowing plus the 10 that he gets for walking the dogs, 10 times Y, needs to be at least, which is greater than or equal to $200. That's his goal. Okay. Next, it says he can work a maximum of 20 hours per week. Okay, he can work a maximum of 20 hours per week. So the hours spent mowing and the hours spent walking can't go over 20. So less than or equal to 20. Making inequalities based on the paragraph that I'm reading. Finally, it says that he has to spend at least 5 hours a week walking his neighbor's dogs. Perhaps that's a promise that he made to them. So the hours walking dogs, which I set equal to Y, that Y must be at least, which is greater than or equal to 5. That comes from right there. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to try to graph all three of these in our graphing calculator. And to do so, we're going to go ahead and put them all in y equals form. All right, so I'm going to take this equation, 20x, inequality actually, plus 10y greater than or equal to 200, and I'm going to get y by itself. So I'm going to take away 20x, and then I'm going to divide everything by positive 10, and that won't change the direction of the inequality. It'll stay greater than or equal to 20 minus 2x. So that's one that we're going to put into the calculator. The second one's a little bit easier. I'll do it in green. We simply take away x from both sides. So y is less than or equal to 20 minus x. And then the third one, we can graph y is greater than or equal to 5. That's going to be a flat line at 5, and we're going to shade above. So this is going to bring back some things from, hopefully from middle school, where we would have a line at 5, horizontal line at 5. We're going to shade above it. We're going to have this green line. This is just a sketch of what we're going to see on the graphing calculator. This green line would have a y-intercept of 20, maybe somewhere up here, and it would go like that, and we're going to shade below it because it says less than. So think about we're going to shade this way for that one. And then the red one, y is greater than or equal to 20 minus 2x. That's going to also have a y-intercept of 20, but it's down 2 over 1, so the slope would be steeper. So it'd be something like this, and we're going to shade above it. Okay, we're going to shade above that one. And then we'll have this feasible or solution region right here in the middle where they are all shaded. Okay, and that will be sort of the possible region where Malcolm's, dog walking and mowing lawns will occur. So we'll find some key points like these intersection points, and we'll discuss his options for how many hours he's going to mow and how many hours he should walk the dogs. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go to the graphing calculator and put in our three inequalities. So the first one is 20 minus 2x. 20 minus 2x. The second one was 20 minus x. 20 minus x. And the third one was just y equals 5. Now, to shade above or below, this is one way you can do it. You can go to the very far left here, and we can hit enter. And on our newer calculators, you see where it says line. You want to go down to line and click to the right. That'll shade above the line. Okay. For y2, which was 20 minus x, 20 minus x, I have my color coding backwards. So I'm going to go ahead and make this one green on my calculator, and I'm going to shade below it. So back to the calculator. I'm over here to the left, and I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to change the color on this one to green, and I'm going to shade below it because it was less than. So you click twice to shade below that line. Okay. Finally, for the top one, 20 minus 2x, I wanted that one to be red. And this was greater than, so I'm going to click right to shade above. Go down and hit OK. A good window for this problem will go from 0 to 20 for x, and 0 to 20 for y. Graph. Okay, so if you graph that correctly, you should see what I see, which is this region where we have this triple shading. We're above the line. We're above the line. Y is greater than or equal to 5. We are, let's see, below the line. Below the line, y is less than or equal to 20 minus x. Right here, y less than or equal to 20 minus x. And above the line, where he wanted to make the money, y is greater than or equal to 20 minus 2x. So this region that is shaded with all three colors would be the solution region, where he can make the most money and have time to do it. So some points where that might be significant, like this point right here. Let's go ahead and find that intersection. We're going to find the intersection of the green line and the black line. The intersection of the green line and the black line. Well, imagine what you think that might be. If it's on the line y equals 5, and it intersects this green line, think about what we would get for x. Let's pretend this is equals, okay? If this was 5 equals 20 minus x, what would x have to be? 15. So 15 comma 5. That means he could mow, let's see, he could spend 15 hours mowing lawns and 5 hours walking dogs. That would fit into the equation here. 15 for x, 5 for y would make him 200 bucks. At least 200 bucks. It would be over 200 bucks. And 15 plus 5 would be less than or equal to 20. How much money would he make there? Let's see. If he did 20 times 15 hours of lawn mowing and 10 times 5 hours of walking the dogs, he'd have 300 plus 50. He'd make 350 bucks. And he would have enough time to do it, and he would meet his goal of spending at least 5 hours walking dogs. So that would be a pretty good combo for him to use. If you think you could find, some other combinations that fit into this region but might make him more money, go ahead and try to find one. Okay, somewhere in this blue region where he would make more money than 350 bucks. Or is that the maximum he could make? So that's something for you to think about. And then go ahead and do the try it on page 22, and we'll talk about that one tomorrow.